Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and admit that when Knov came out of nowhere looking like a fucking crackhead, I busted out laughing, although it's sad, it's not supposed to be funny. I couldn't help myself, man. But the really sad part is stuff like this really can happen. Your hair can turn gray and fall out at a rapidly accelerated pace if you experience something really, really traumatic. But it's usually something like, you accidentally kill your own child or something along the traumatic levels of that. But for this to happen to Knov just by sensing Poof's end has to say a lot about their strength. But man, Gon is such a fucking badass. He told one of the royal guards to shut the fuck up, basically, and don't you dare fucking move. Although in the preview, it kind of spoiled that Poof is going to send one of his little chibi babies from his back to go do something. And speaking of the preview, oh my fucking god, I need to stop watching that thing. Madhuham looks scared, and it shows the terror with some big golden statue behind him. So does this mean we're finally going to start the Madhuham versus Netero fight? It's going to be so fucking awesome, and shit is about to get crazy if Madhuham himself is looking scared. But this episode says a lot about Gon's anger. Pitou pretty much confirmed that Gon did sense a Poof behind him, but he didn't move one bit. Even while shouting orders at this guy, his eyes is set on Pitou. He wants Kite back bad. Just imagine what Gon is going to be like if she reveals that she can't bring back Kite. I mean, oh my god. I believe that Pitou lied about being able to bring back Kite. It's like a desperate attempt to heal Komugi, because if there was no confirmation, like if Gon didn't get confirmation that Kite could come back, Gon would have just junking her head off right there. But I'm very eager to see how this Gon versus Pitou thing is going to play out, because Poof is right behind them. So is he just going to step aside and let them walk by so they can go do what they have to do? Well, although Knuckle did say there is another royal guard besides Youpi, since he has lost the will to fight Youpi anymore. So maybe it ends up being Knuckle and Killua versus Poof, but I'm crossing my fingers that Poof does not get in the way of the Gon versus Pitou fight, if there even is going to be one still. But let's talk about Youpi's new transformation. The rage part of his body looks like an old man with a bubbly skull wig that's choking on a horse leg. But I will say it's a creative design, and just seeing that he is pretty much a centaur now, and with centaurs being one of my favorite mythical creatures, this automatically gets a pass from me, even with the weird old guy sucking up a fucking horse leg. But the scythe arm is kind of overkill, especially since Youpi can pretty much get like 10, 15 arms if he wanted to, but it's still an awesome addition nonetheless. I'm hoping and praying that Knuckle deactivating APR will not come back and bite him in the ass, although I understand why he did. He didn't want to see his master killed right there in front of his face, but that was like almost a surefire way to get rid of at least one royal guard. Like, not one of them is out the picture completely yet, but I am glad to see that Moral is okay for the time being. But like I said, Knov, man, if he comes back again, he's just going to be a fucking skeleton at that point. But I will admit that Youpi did surprise me as much as he surprised everyone else. I mean, who would have thought that he would have let them live and he would have kept his end of the bargain? And that's a good question that he asked himself. If he's not going to use this rage that he built up, who is he going to use it on if not on the people who are there to do harm to the king? Like, what could he possibly use his rage on now? I also think it's hilarious but awesome that Killua can literally recharge himself by sticking his hand in the fucking outlet. I mean, that's pretty cool, you can't lie. But basically, looking at the time references in this episode, we might not get the Gon versus Pitou fight anytime soon, because we know that they're waiting an hour and then they're going to get up and go to Kite. But I believe in this episode it said that APR would be finished sucking out the Nen in about 3 minutes, and that didn't even happen. Like, Knuckle dispelled it before it could reach that point, so not even 3 minutes have passed throughout the duration of this entire episode. So with that being said, do we still have damn near an hour to go? I would be so pissed if only 10 minutes have passed in the Hunter x Hunter world, because I really want to see what Gon and Neferpitou are going to do when they get to Kite. But I like how each transformation that Youpi undergoes is showing off a mythical creature that he is made up of, like the centaur. The scythe could be from a number of mythical creatures, and also the legendary old man that eats horses. I may be overanalyzing things, but I think this is a bit of foreshadowing. Now, Youpi has a newfound respect for Nen and Nen abilities now, right? So what if this guy develops his own? He's already OP as it is. If he comes up with a specially catered Nen ability to his own preference, there is no telling how much destruction this guy is going to cause, and there's no telling what that Nen ability will be, since he's made up of so many different types of creatures. But honestly, I believe if he was going to develop a Nen ability, he would have already done it before the hunters arrived, because I mean there's not enough time to train and develop an ability now. But it's just a cool concept that I thought of, because he's already a strong ass mofo, so just with a specially catered Nen ability, he would be damn near unstoppable. But speaking of Nen, does Medhuham even have Nen? Because all we have been shown of him is just slapping things around with his tail. We know he's like super strong and super durable, but does he have an Nen ability? I guess I'll get my answers in the upcoming episodes, hopefully next episode, since it seems like the Tiro is about to go all in on Medhuham. I mean, I've never seen him look this worried. But anyway, tell me what you guys thought about this episode. I really enjoyed it. I really love Youpi's new resolve, and the drama between Pitou and Poof is crazy right now. The tension in that room is off the chart. Hopefully Pitou tells Poof what he wants to hear, so he won't, try anything, so this Gon and Pitou fight can hurry the fuck up, because I really want to see it. But anyway, tell me what you guys thought, and what is up with that golden statue behind the Tiro in the preview, man. He is about to go in. But anyway, this has been JB the Chia. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.